Oh, okay. Wait, you're Frankie, right? Okay, got you.
Frankie. Our money just started a live video. It just already ended.
I just got nervous real quick because this, honestly, guys, this is my first time.
Here, let's lower this a little bit.
Oh, hello.
Perfect. Now keep talking.
This is my first time ever doing something like this, you know?
I know it's your first time. It's not my first time doing these podcasts, but I'm still nervous for some reason.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
I'm getting this stuff done, right? I'm getting this shit done. All right. So, Randy, you wanna begin the intro?
Of course. Well, guys, this is my podcast, and I'm super excited to start this finally. I've been wanting to do it for so long. I have a lot to say. So, yeah. So this podcast is called Thirsty Thursdays, or no, I'm lying too. Is this a take?
What?
Like, what is this? Is this real life?
This is real life right now.
Oh my God, this is real life. I thought this was a take.
Just make sure you're staring at the camera and
Okay.
not yourself right there.
Sheesh. Wow. Okay. Well, this is actually called Talking Time with Randi. It's an extension of my blog. I am a poet as well as a aspiring artist. So on this podcast, I just wanted to be like an open table forum, just discussion. Like, it doesn't have to be anything that anyone takes to heart too lightly. Like, just know that we're having a conversation, and it's always okay to disagree. It's always okay to come to a mutual understanding that, hey, we can be friends, but we don't really like each other. And that's, well, not that we don't really like each other, but we don't really agree on our, like, little standpoint.
No agreements at all. Just wait.
Sorry, guys. I'm nervous as hell right now. So the topic of the day is love. Love.
Lovey-dove.
It's cliche, but we all have to get into it at some point. You feel me? So, Ethan.
Randy.
What is your definition of love?
Oh man, that's a big definition because there's so many different types of love, and it's so hard. It's so vast. Is that how you say the word vast?
Vast, yeah.
Vast definition, but it's so not vaguely. It's so huge.
It's a broad
spectrum. There we go. Broad spectrum. My definition of love is just basically, as I was talking this before, it's literally like you just want to be with that person always, but not just be with that person. As weird and creepy as it's going to sound, as I said, it's just that you want to be with, you literally just want to be like, you want to be like wear that person as like a coat or something like that. You want that person to be over your shoulders all the time and like just want them to be there all the time for you. But also another thing that I think of as love is like, let's say a person's good at financials. You know, you need that person for financials. Like, oh, I'm fucking horrible with money, but yeah, like it's just qualities in a person. I think that's what you love for you like the person for their qualities. I think that's what love is.
Okay.
Like them for who they are.
Okay. Well, let me just give you guys a background really quick. I work with Ethan. So at work on
Sundays and Tuesdays. No, Tuesday. I think it was
Tuesday.
Sunday.
No, we did it on Sunday and Tuesday.
We did it on Sunday and Tuesday, yeah.
So I asked him this question already, and he told me that. And then one thing I gained from what he said is I feel like his relationship is like a business interaction. Ethan is a businessman, and so I feel like his mind operates as such.
New Wolf of Wall Street.
You know what I mean? And I feel like when you are a different person, like, for instance, I am an artist, like, I think differently than just people that think with numbers. So me being an artist, I think more freely when it comes to that. I don't feel as I need someone in order to love them. I feel like when it comes to love, we should just go with the flow. We should just get to know each other. And at some point, if our souls and our spirits and our mental capacity align, then we can continue on. I don't need you for financials because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have my own job and I'm gonna make my own way. Yeah. I'm here to help you. If you need help, by all means, I'm here to help you, baby. I got you. But other than that, nigga, I don't need you for nothing. You feel me? And I don't want you to feel as if you need me for anything. I want to feel like we just come together.
But
we become one.
Isn't it the fact that I'm just gonna stop right there. Like, wow, I'm stuttering. Isn't it the fact that you when you just said it's like, nigga, I don't need you for nothing, right? I'm half black, by the way, so fuck you. So all the fucking haters that say I'm white and I'm a Mexican, fuck you.
This guy.
But like I feel like people just kind of, I'm not calling you anything, but I feel like people just feel like they don't need a man sometimes, right? And you get that real stuck up bitch sometimes that's just like, nigga, I don't need you. I got my own financials. I got whatever. Let's say she has 2 kids or something. Like, I got 2 kids to take care of and all that bullshit. I got an apartment. I got housekeeping to keep up to. I got groceries to buy. I got car payments. And then she thinks that, like, this has happened to me before, you know? And that she thinks that she could go on her own sometimes. And then, yet she's spending her money foolishly on, you know, stupid stuff. And then going out clubbing while her kids are at home with their aunt or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a man can come in her life and be like, readjust things, you know, readjust some principalities, you know?
I understand. And that's a really good point that you make, but it's all about how you come across as well. If you go up to some guy, if you go up to your significant other and it's like, nigga, I don't need you, he's going to feel like, why am I even around? But if you go there and you don't even, there's a difference. Like, there's some people that I feel like are takers and not givers. You feel me? So someone is just taking.
There's no need for them. It's like, why the fuck are you here?
Because at some point you should want to just be able to do for yourself. You feel me?
Yeah, there's a more moral of self-reliance on a person, you know? But
in what I see right now,
in this generation,
there's people that don't have jobs.
Oh, fuck.
And are completely okay with not having a job.
I know.
And will ask you for bread.
Oh, I have that wholeheartedly.
Okay?
Right?
So when I say I don't need you for nothing, know that I can pay my bills and I will pay my bills. But if I do need a little help, yeah, I'm going to put my pride aside and I'm going to ask. But will I want to do that? No, because it's making me feel like shit. It's going to make me feel like I want to do for myself more so. And then when you ask me for something, I can give it back to you. And people don't think like that now.
Yeah. I was actually in a relationship before, and Randi knows the relationship that I was in. And she was financially stable and everything. We were actually going to get an apartment. We had a good time. It's just there's a part where in my experience is like she was perfect. She was absolutely perfect person, perfect girl, absolutely gorgeous. She knows who she is. We're still friends.
Hey, you.
But but yeah, so we both had jobs, working 40 plus hours a week. We had money and everything. We always did this thing where when I first took her on a date, she's like, I want to pay for this. And I was like, no, I got you. I'll pay for it this time. And then she goes, oh yeah, let's do that. Next date we go on, I'll pay for it. And then the next date we go on again, you'll pay for it. And so we came to an understanding. That's what a relationship is. That's what a relationship should be, is an understanding on financials and understanding on what your principles are and how you guys are going to deal with each other. But sadly, some relationships don't work out. You know, not going to go into it, but we work too much. That's it.
You can definitely say that shit again, honey. Because as a female, ladies, let's just be honest. Okay, I want us to try something real quick.
Okay.
Hear me out real quick.
All right, scenario.
Have expectations from somebody without expecting much.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to expectations, you generally get disappointed because someone's not going to meet your standards, right? So why even set yourself up for failure like that? Because at the end of the day, let's just keep it real. No one's going to be able to meet all the needs that you need. That's just what it is. At the end of the day. Like, something's going to be wrong with that person. You're going to be like, yo, this person makes me sick. Fuck it. I don't want to be with them no more. Period. That happens.
I think that's, excuse me, I got indigestion.
Oh, shit.
This is fucking vapes, man. They fuck you up. But, so say that again. So you said.
Have expectations without expecting much because they lead to disappointments.
I think you know what my dad taught me one time? He said to me that because, you know, women are, you know, they are who they are. They are how they are. And some girls are bitches, some girls are hoes,
Okay.
some girls will just lead
We're
you
just
on,
gonna-
just completely just fuck you over, you know. It's all from self-experience, you know. But the thing is that he taught me that, you know, don't harden yourself through all the bullshit. That was something I talked about on Motivational Monday on my Instagram.
Amen.
You know, don't go through with all the bullshit. You know, not every single girl is going to be perfect, but the thing is that you got to look through her qualities and you got to look through all of her personality and see what is good with inside of her, right? Like what personality do you like the most, you know? She has a good work. She's a hard worker. She has motivation to do things with her life. Mm-hmm. She wants to strive to be big and strive to have a successful life, have kids, have a house, have a car, get your license, like all this stuff. And I've noticed more and more of that most women, like they just want to rely on the man sometimes, you know? I've noticed that with a lot of white girls and I've noticed that with a lot of black girls, all right? Some girls from Springfield, you know.
Right in it.
I'm going to get right into this. You know, you said you wanted to be a little bit controversial with this, but
Take off.
I had an issue with that, you know. I had an issue with the fact that, you know, I've dated some girls that they wanted me to do everything. Like that. I was going to get married to a total bitch. Right?
Yeah, you were. I'm just going to throw that out there. If you're watching this, you are.
I was seriously, I was going to get married to a woman that just like completely didn't want to get a job, was too afraid to get her fucking license. You know, it was ridiculous.
You know what's funny? But when I asked you that, remember when I asked you that? We just started working together. And I asked him that. I said, okay, so does she work? And he was like, no. I said, so does she drive? And he was like, no. And I said, so what the fuck are you doing with her? The hell is going on?
Exactly what she said.
She can't even freaking help you elevate to the next level. And you're gonna sit here and be with someone who you're gonna have to work with. Nigga had to go on a vacation and pay for everything. You're bugging.
I paid fucking $5,000 for a vacation.
You
know what we fucking did?
Bitch, what the fuck?
You know what we fucking did? You wanna know what we did? Yes, we fucked a lot. But the thing is that sex is not worth all the fucking drama that bitches be holding. You know. I don't care. You're going to yell at me every single day.
What can you bring me?
Exactly. Take away the sex. What are you going to bring me?
If you don't have substance, get the fuck out my DMs, get the fuck out my life, go away.
Exactly.
Period.
You're not going to bring me money. You're not going to bring me interest. You're not going to bring me shit. The only thing you're going to bring me is just a bitchy attitude and then, get some head sometimes in the car or something like that. But, fuck that. I'd rather not have that shit in the car. I'd rather have a fucking simple relationship where a bitch is going to fucking, she's going to seriously have a job in a car and provide into the fucking relationship. That's what I want. I don't give a shit about sex. I do give about sex. Sex is fucking awesome. But the thing is that I'm not gonna put that all forward just for sex. Sex is not that good to have a fucking relationship for someone so long.
Amen. So say that. You can say that again, honey.
Sex is
but
not
that
worth
also
it.
that leads into also dealing with someone and knowing their vibe. Like, if I'm fucking with you and I go into a room like, listen, I won't talk to you. I'll fill you out first. And if your vibe is just not where it's at, like I feel your energy and I'm just like, okay, then you open your mouth and you're just like, the fuck are we doing? We can end this interaction right here. I'm going home, baby. We don't have to talk about nothing else. This relationship, this situationship ain't even gonna work no more. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. You feel me? And that's how it has to be with everybody. But that leads me into the next thing. People don't even understand their own vibe. So how do you expect to understand somebody else's vibe? If you don't get yourself, you can't expect to be with nobody else. You have to love yourself. You have to love who you are. You have to understand who you are. And that takes a long time. That goes through all the relationships, friendships, family, all that to figure out who you are. And if you still don't know that by a certain age, you're just wasting everybody else's time. And no one wants to deal with that.
See, Will Smith said it best. Self-love is the best determination a person can have. I was going on. These guys are laughing back here because it's pretty fucking funny. He said it the best on a motivational video that I was watching on YouTube. He said self-love. If you don't have self-love, you're not going to have self-determination. You're going to be insecure about yourself. You're going to go around all stupid shit and talk to guys, be like, oh, I'm insecure about this. I'm fucking fat. I hate when a woman does that.
Niggas be doing that too.
That irks me. I do it sometimes, but it's just like when I was in that relationship, I was like, you're gorgeous, babe. She's like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about? I'm fucking fat. I'm an ugly ass bitch. I'm like, I'm complimenting you here, and I'm trying to make you feel good about yourself, and you're gonna fucking outright just argue with me about how fucking ugly your ass is? Fuck off.
But that's also when you're immature, though. You have to think about it. There's different levels to everybody. And, there's different levels of love, too. So just hear me out. When you're with someone younger, they always feel like they have it figured out. I was one of those girls. I just thought I knew what it was. I thought I was going to get married like 3 times already.
I thought I was going to get married.
I'm fucking over it.
know.
Over it. Anyway, so once I figured out who I was, and once I figured out that when it comes to people, they always bring out a different side of you, and it's always just a lesson to be learned. Never think about something as it was a waste of time, because then you're only going to get negative energy and negative things back from it, and you're going to notice that you keep going after that same type of person to figure out where the fuck you're going wrong, but it's not you, baby, it's them, because they're not on the same level.
Yeah.
You feel me? You have to be at the same level at some point, and you have to meet, like, when you find your soulmate, if there is a soulmate, who the fuck knows if there's a soulmate? If you do find it, y'all are going to be on the same level. You feel me? So, damn, that was deep. I just fucked myself up. I don't even know where I was going with it. Hold up.
So
say something.
that'd be perfect. That's actually what she said is perfect. It's just the self-determination within love, and to find it into a person.
Don't hate me.
You're striving to vibe with someone, and I didn't know vibing was an actual thing. You know, I didn't know until I went on Tinder, and every single girl's damn profile was, "I'm trying to vibe with someone, just trying to vibe, just trying to vibe, just trying to vibe, just trying to vibe." Didn't know what it meant until I came to Beckett, and I hung out with you guys and stuff. And
A vibe speaks louder than words. If someone is so loud, it's going to be hard to understand their vibe, but you're going to see it sooner than later. You feel me? People like to hide their true selves underneath what they do and what they say. If someone's so flashy and someone feels like they're just that bitch, that nigga, then first of all, their mindset's fucked up, because we're in 2019, and I know people that are going to watch this and people that are older understand that at a certain point you have to stop thinking like that, because you're only gonna, one, block your blessings because you think you're above everybody else, which is whack as fuck. Humble yourself. Everyone needs to be humble, and that comes with your occupation. That comes with being in a relationship. That comes with so much. Like, listen.
Yeah, it just brings it back to the point that we made before.
Y'all don't understand.
Especially with humbling yourself, like people do not humble themselves too much. Some people are overly humble, but the thing is like you can't be too overly humble. But the thing is, if you're humble enough, that's the perfect thing that a person needs is a woman or a man. Yeah, balancing it out and to be humble about your relationship, not to be too stuck up about it and be like, he owes me this or she owes me that. That's what it really is. That's what it really comes down to, is just humbling yourself equally.
And then once you guys do that, right? Once you guys are able to humble yourselves and come to a mutual understanding of who you guys are individually to come together and make a unit, right? This is what happens. You're able to understand y'all type of energy and y'all type of vibe. Y'all can speak without really speaking, because all that's happened is your energy is speaking for you. Like, if you walk in a room, right, and no one says nothing to you, understand that it's not because they don't see you. It's because what you have, what that type of vibe you brought, no one wants to acknowledge it, because it's not supposed to be here, period. Yeah. That's just what it is. And if y'all still don't see that now, there's definitely a problem and a disconnect. I feel like how you notice that is by putting down social media.
Oh, that's
Let's
thing,
talk
man.
about it.
That is another thing, man.
Put fucking Instagram down. Put Twitter fucking down. Don't even go on ratchet ass Facebook. Please, if you live in Springfield, delete it right now. It's garbage. Like, let me just tell y'all something. That just hinders your thought process and your growth. When you see something that you want so much, you're gonna start envying that shit. And that even happens with relationships. That even happens with people's jobs. Like, if you feel like you can be famous and all you see is niggas popping around you, like, you're gonna feel like, what the fuck do they have that I don't have? Why am I not doing it? You're gonna start envying it.
Exactly. I used to do the same thing, and I had to learn the hard way. I had to put myself really down, to a point where I was at a low and stuff, Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram, that stuff is putting people down.
It blocks what you really need to focus on.
Exactly. You're looking at all these people when they have millions of followers, 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers, and you're just looking at them and you're like, man, I really wish I was them right now. Like, I really wish I could be in their spot. I really wish I want. That's all you're saying is I want, but you're never doing. You never have the motivation and the mentality to actually pursue what you want to do.
Bring yourself to the next level. Like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
You're looking at these people who they have relationships on Instagram. I see it all the time. I see Hammy TV. Those guys are out in Boston. They're a great couple and everything. They started off with doing Just simple videos of his woman smashing his PS4 in front of him while he's playing Fortnite, and he gets all pissed off and stuff.
Wow.
And then you see that couple and they're together and they love each other through thick and thin. And then that's what you want, right? That's what you want. You want something that's so perfect, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. I love those two. So perfect. But no, like it's like Jay-Z and Beyonce. They've been together for so long, and it's something that you want to see and you want to do and you want to be those people, and you're never going to put the time and effort into it to actually do it. It's sickening to me sometimes when people do that. It's horrible.
Because people don't understand the simple fact that when you are in a relationship and when you love someone, it's not always going to be fucking running through a fucking flower field. You feel me? There is going to be war. There is going to be times when you don't even want to look the person in the face and be like, you don't even want to say the words, I love you. You just be like, damn, I want to bash this nigga in the face real quick. He really got me fucked up. But instead of that, you over here try to figure out a way to work through the problems because you love them that much. People don't understand that with a relationship like Jay-Z and Beyonce, it comes with compromise. Yeah. It comes with loyalty. It comes with being honest. It comes with not giving up when shit gets too hard, because only when you give up when shit gets too hard, you know that you're a failure, period. And then you can't blame no one but yourself. And that also leads me to, just hold this real quick. Mm-hmm. Everyone always likes to sit here and think that they didn't do nothing wrong in their relationship. We need to stop thinking that. And instead of, again, goes back to this person wasting my time, what could you have done better as an individual in that relationship? You were also a part of that shit too. You also know what the fuck went down too. So what could you have done better? Like, what is it that you were missing or that you didn't see or that you did low key that you don't want no one else to know that you could have made it better? Yeah. Why blame the other person all the time? That shit's whack and corny. Like, we all know what we did. We all know what we do. We all know the person that we are behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. That's it.
And that just brings me back to when Randi said compromise. That just like lit up something in my brain. That in relationships, most people don't compromise. At all. As she said before, it's like people that they literally, they're just like, they're blaming each other for the bullshit that they both do. Like, I've experienced this with my family and my dad and his ex and my mom and her husband and her exes and my dad's exes. They never compromised. They never ever compromised on things. They always just fought it out and tried to see things through on how they are. You never go half on half and say, yeah, I was wrong in this part. Yeah, I was wrong on that part. You know what? I'm sorry for doing that. But no, they have to go and keep on arguing. Then they don't talk to each other. The man walks out and the woman's pissed off and she's crying and the kids are sitting there and they're not doing anything. You know, I'm getting fired up because this is the shit that I went through as a kid because my parents would never compromise. That's why, you know, parents get divorced and stuff, you know, because they can't compromise on certain types of things in their life. Oh, you work too much, baby. I'm sorry, sweetie, but you know, I gotta put food on the plate. I gotta put food on the dinner plate. I gotta pay for rent. I have to provide for this family. I've seen that stuff way too long. Women want the man there all the time, but yet they complain when they don't have nice things, like a nice little bracelet or nice clothes or anything. And they complain, and then the man doesn't work, and then she hates him for it because he's not working. Nigga, get off the couch. You're not doing anything.
But you wanted
Bitch,
me
you
here.
just said you wanted me to hang out. You wanted me here and everything. Like, what is your issue? You know, same thing with guys. Guys do the same thing. You know, they want the woman to provide too, but the thing is that the man's not putting in the effort to do what he needs to do as a man. That's it. You need to both come together and provide for yourselves.
I feel like people can't understand the concept of balance. And to go back what you said, you know, it's crazy. I wrote this down right here. When it comes to love, people only project what they know and what they've seen. If you've seen your parents, like, being toxic towards each other, you're gonna internalize that toxicity, and you're gonna push that on to people that show you that they can love you. You feel me? Like, it's so fucked up because I saw myself doing that shit. My mom was a beautiful woman. A woman. She was beautiful. She's not here with us today. Shit happens. But what I seen her do in relationships, I realized that deep down, I didn't want to be like that. And I didn't want to be like that so much, I ran away from that. And in my first relationship, I ended up being her. And I look back at it and I'm like, damn, I was annoying. Like, damn, what the fuck was wrong with me? Like, what the fuck? That's corny. I saw myself doing that. And I only took that and I went to my next relationship. I said, let me just be a little bit better. Yes, there was still some issues. That's why I'm single today. You feel me? But I learned from that situation too. I said, you know what? I could have did this a little bit better. See, my problem is I shut completely down. You want to talk to me about something? Okay, till you say some shit I don't want to hear. And I'm like, oh, what? the blunt is calling. I'll be back. You feel me? That's how I am. And that fucked up my relationship. And I can only learn from that and grow from that. And so now what I know not to do is be that person that I saw from my parents.
That just speaks the truth right there. That literally, my dad's a great man. You know, he taught me many things about relationships because he's been through so much. But he was also a man whore. I'm sorry, Dad, I love you, but
damn, Dad was a man whore.
You were a little pimp. He taught me that you will go through 4 or 5 real relationships that will last a year before you meet the true person.
You said he said how many?
4 or 5 people. And I've actually noticed that. Like, through my years of dating and everything, I'm only 22 years old. You know, I'm still young as hell. Randy's still young. You know, we still have a lot of our life to live.
Wait, hold up. I'm about to be 24 May 28th, so send me gifts. If you want my Cash App, I'll put that shit right there, too, for you in the link or whatever. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'll put my Cash App. You know, any of you ladies.
Ain't no one gonna Cash App you nothing. Cash App me all the bread.
They want to Cash App Pimp Daddy D. That's what they want to Cash App.
Who the fuck? Cut the tape. Cut it. We don't need this no more. Fuck. Who?
Oh, but yeah, he discussed with me all the time because I would sit there and I'd ask him like, why are girls like this? Like, why do they treat me like complete shit? Like, I'm the nicest guy you ever meet, right? And I provide, I work hard, I work my ass off, I work like 100 hours a week, you know? I work and I provide for the women. But the thing is that they just, I think it's just, I got to pick and choose on who I have. I, for once, had a good relationship and I messed that up, but that was my fault.
You live and you learn, and maybe
Exactly.
if she's watching, do you want her back or something?
Oh, of course.
Oh, you want her back. Baby
Yeah.
girl, let me talk to you real quick. Hit him up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He's trying to see some things for research purposes. You feel me?
She's going to watch this and she's going to be like,
This is, what the fuck?
I'm going to see her like tomorrow or something like that. And she's going to be like, you know, I know it's me and you didn't mention my name, but like, that's kind of weird. That was kind of really weird that you just put it out there.
Can I say something explicit?
Go ahead.
Will she throw the pussy at you because she saw this or nah? Is it gonna be dead?
No, she's not like that.
God damn it!
That's what I like about her. She doesn't use her good talents.
It's always cute though when I missed you.
I missed you, sweetie. Come fuck me. That's all it is.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. I was gonna say something too before we got distracted with the birthday conversation. It was gonna be so fucking good. Like, it's crazy over there.
Oh man.
You know, this is pretty cool doing a podcast. Y'all.
I know. I like it a lot. I like this episode of yours.
Thank you. Y'all, it's only the first one, so wait till episode 2. We finna get lit up in this bitch, and best believe I will have my Henny bottle. You feel me? That's it. And I have my weed pen. That's it. Period. I live in Mass. It's legal. Don't talk to me. That's it. What else y'all gotta say?
We're on the border of Connecticut, so I mean.
It still said Mass on my GPS, nigga. It said East Longmeadow. Oh, don't forget it.
We're not gonna mention the location.
Forget it. Anyways,
No location.
so let me ask you a question. Do you know your love language?
I don't even know what the fuck love language is. You tried describing this to me, and I was just like, what the fuck is love language? Why is there so many definitions of fucking love? Why can't it be simple?
You know what? Let me disclaimer. I'm a psychology major, so this is fun for me, talking to people, talking to y'all about these topics, because just know when you sit in this chair, I'm reading the fuck out of you. So don't be scared, but just know that it's going to get hot and heavy. You feel me?
Hot and heavy.
So a love language is something, it's like a test that you take on a website. And depending on your answers, it then gives you like what means the most to you in your relationships. Okay. So I did my test. Let me find the picture.
I feel like the biggest cramp for some reason. It's because I'm fat. I'm so fat.
No, you're not. Shut up.
Oh my God. Like, I'm so insecure about things. I'm so serious.
And wait, that's what I was going to say before. Sidetrack. Sorry, guys. My brain is just... So when it comes to people being insecure, do you think that leads to them being insecure about having like the opposite sex friendships? Because in a relationship, that's also corny. If I say I have a guy friend, understand that nigga is just my friend. Don't get upset with me talking about, oh, why is he texting you? Why is he calling you? Because that's my fucking friend. Just the same way you be blowing up my phone. My friend wants to blow up my phone too. And there is nothing sexual about the friendship. So does that stem from insecurities and you not being well within yourself, or what does that stem from? Because
I think personally for myself, right? If it's comme ci comme ça, and if you don't know what comme ci comme ça is, it's this, you know, I'm halfway with it on both sides. You know, I am sometimes a jealous man, and I see a guy flirting with my woman. You better watch out. But the thing is that, you know, I've had relationships where they had guy friends, and I questioned it. I really did. I admit it. I questioned it. But the thing is that, you know, you can't, if you're questioning your girl, that means that there's no trust. That's the thing is it's the trust aspect to it. If you're questioning your woman about her reliance on the relationship to you, there's no trust in that relationship.
That's good that you brought up trust, because something that my father always told me, and Randi, if you're watching this, because I know you're watching this, you always told me that you will trust your woman if she's in front of you or something like that. But when she's away, he doesn't trust them. He's like, nope, I can't see what they're doing. Listen, he always said this. I can call her on my lunch break and she'll answer the phone, but we'll have a dick in her mouth. And that shit fucked me all up. Because that's facts. But it's like, so when,
dick in your mouth.
But then it's like, when do you trust that person? Like, how can you have a relationship without any trust? And then what is your definition of trust? And is trust more important than loyalty?
Oh God. I mean, what's the difference
between loyalty and trust?
Loyalty and trust. They both go both ways.
That's very true.
Trust is loyalty. If you don't have trust, then there's no loyalty.
Well,
no, because loyalty is like disobeying. The loyalty is like if you're disloyal to your man or your woman, you're disobeying the trust.
That's very true. That's very true.
It's a valid point right there. If you're not loyal, you are a stink ass hoe.
Jesus
That's what you
Christ.
are. Both ways, man and woman. You are a stinky ass hoe.
You know what? You got to say period when you say stuff like that. Period.
Period. Oh, man.
So, back to the love language thing. When I took my test, I realized that my scores were, and it makes sense, it's quality time, then physical touch, then words of affirmation. Well, physical touch and words of affirmation are hand in hand. And then acts of service and receiving gifts is the very last one. Okay? And that makes sense because I'm the type of girl that's like, if you ask me on a date, I'll consider a date smoking blunts, driving in the car. We go get something to eat real quick. But we're just spending time together. Like, you don't have to be all fancy all the time. Like, it's okay to chill because that's the moments where you really see who you're dealing with. That's when you really understand that person because you can ask them questions and talk without having all those distractions. Yeah. Because if somebody doesn't understand how to have conversations with a person like me, I'm going to get bored very quick because my brain always goes so quick, but I also have a very deep way of thinking, I would like to say. Like, it's not ever just one thing.
It's an emotional deep, or is it like, what is it?
Well, I feel like because I'm a poet, it has to be emotional deep because I draw pictures with how I talk. Like, my words, my talk game is something serious.
She is a very good poet. Ooh. She read me some stuff, and I was just like, I questioned my life.
Ooh, talk dirty to him real quick. Let him know.
I questioned my life. I was just like, what the fuck am I doing with myself? Like, what the hell? Like, she went in deep with that poem right there. I was just like, whoa.
And so if we can't be by ourselves and talk, what are we doing? Like, if we just have to be around people 24/7, that lets me know that there's something also very wrong with you and you are not the one, honey.
Oh, can I just say something? Can I freaking say something about a woman that is just attached to you? You know, I said it in the beginning that you just always want to be with them, but there's a difference between always wanting to be with them and then just having them as a fucking sticky trap, like a rat trap. You're just fucking glued to them all the time, you know? I just want to say that because there are women that are up your ass every 2 seconds. They're like, what are you doing? Are you with a woman? Who's that bitch? Who the fuck is she?
She's insecure.
That's my sister. Who's that bitch? What? Don't lie to me. That ain't your sister. I never seen her on your Facebook. What? Who is she? That's my aunt. She's like 50 years old. You think I go that way? No, I don't. Fuck you. And then it leads into an argument, you know?
Yeah. I'm so happy you said argument real quick. Because hold the phone. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I'm extra as fuck. So when it comes to arguing, do you feel like a person just says I understand to just flag you off like fuck it, I don't want to talk, or do you think
My God.
Or do you think they understand your point of view?
I've done this myself, and I just to shoo off the woman because I don't want to argue because arguing is so pointless until it leads to sex. But
This nigga just I just realized what you said.
yeah, until it leads to sex. you have that makeup sex or the revenge sex. There's two different types of sex, but we'll get on that to that later. But
revenge sex.
Oh, what was I saying?
We were talking about point of view or just flagging people off.
Okay, so just like, okay, I understand you, baby. Like, I got you. You know, I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. Yes, sometimes it is just to shoo a person off, and then other times it's just like you're being really sincere about it. But I've had women that just like didn't care. Like they did not care. Like they were just like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, you think you care about me? Nigga, you don't care about me. Who the fuck you are? And I'm just like, I'm sitting there. I'm just like pondering my life right now. Just as Jonah said, I'm going to sit in front of a fucking train and let that shit run me over at this point. Like, what the fuck?
He said that about love?
No. We were in a conversation. We were just like fucking just talking. Shout out my boy, Jonah Tijez. Check him out on Spotify, Instagram, all that stuff.
Ow.
SoundCloud. So it gets to a point where it's like if you're arguing too much and a man just gets sick and tired of it. Even a woman, they just get tired of it. You know, I watched that movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You ever see that movie with Tyler Perry?
Everyone just zoom in on can someone just zoom in on my face real quick? Diary of a Mad.
Don't zoom in. Don't zoom in. No. We'll
someone
do it in editing.
Yeah, edit it because this. Anyway, keep going.
That movie spoke. You know, that movie spoke. Man throws his woman out. Over. Was that the right one? Or okay,
fuck that bitch because she ended up leaving him anyway. See that no, talk about that shit. Go ahead, bring it up.
The man was a rich lawyer who was he does money laundering and everything. He was a horrible fucking man, really horrible. But the thing was is that he threw his own woman out by her hair, dragged her ass out of this big ass mansion, and had this little skinny hoe ass bitch, right?
You can say that shit again.
Skinny hoe ass bitch on her knees for everything. But as she's there, she's like, what the fuck? Like, these aren't my clothes. His wife gets it in the closet. Like, these aren't my clothes. Like, who the fuck's clothes are they? This dude moved all of her shit out into a moving truck and moved this bitch's shit all in. And then he had the audacity to drag her out of her own fucking house. They're still married, not divorced, and dragged her ass out by her hair, out to the car, and threw her ass onto the floor, onto the stairs.
You know why he did that shit?
Why?
Because niggas don't understand the definition of a down-ass bitch. Let me tell you, she was down. I'm sorry. Even when his ass was handicapped, I had to just skip through it because we all seen the movie. I'm sorry, Ethan. Yeah. But even when his ass was handicapped and she hated that son of a bitch, what was she doing? Taking care of him. Was she abusing him a little bit? Fuck it, you abused my mental real quick. Exactly. You had me fucked up. Like I just couldn't even
physically.
I couldn't even like get it together. So yeah, I had to just throw the salad plate at you because you don't need to eat shit. Just know that I'm here taking care of your little dumb ass while you're just sitting here being stupid as fuck. Threw me out the house for that bitch who ain't even here and took your bread. But you didn't want me? This nigga had me fucked up in that movie, yo. I was tight. And the grass ain't always greener on the other side, you dumbass bitches and niggas. Hold it down and stay with the person that literally treats you like the person, like the king and queen that you generally are. Like, come on now, stop giving these little lame ass niggas fucking attention because they over here giving you attention because guess what? People want what they can't always have. So if you're taken, they're gonna fucking want you. And then when you're not taken, it's gonna be fucking crickets in the DMs. Like, where was all y'all niggas at before? I'm single, y'all niggas don't want me or something. Just edit that out real quick.
I had to lower you down a little bit there. You got a little bit too.
I got mad.
Did that speak to you?
You just got me tight.
All right.
I need a blunt real now. I can't even do nothing.
We can't smoke, but. But that just brought me to the point on like how guys flexing too much. Like, dude, you need to listen. I'm a good man. I'm nice and
flexing for the fucking gram and flexing for your side bitches. That's
exactly.
How you be fucking.
You think you put ice on your wrist and you think you can get anybody? Listen, I could wave $10,000 at a stripper and I could get the stripper, right? I could wave $10,000 at a woman at MGM and I could get the woman, right? But where's the validation in that? Where's the actual love? Where's the actual like simplistic love into that relationship? She's just getting you because she's a thirsty asshole. That's it. She wants that money. That's all she wants.
No one cares about no one can, listen, when I'm talking to these people nowadays, like, it pisses me the fuck off. Like, no one cares about that shit anymore. Well, the people that I come across, or maybe the people that I just talk to on a regular day, I feel like people don't care about that no more. It's not about us just having a good time and getting to know each other. It's, what can you do for me, and how fast can you do it? Mm-hmm. That shit is corny. Like, nigga, damn, can we just have fun? Just listen. Just how I want to get to know you, and we just be friends real quick, because everyone wants to be little friends, right? No one wants to be boyfriend and girlfriend real quick. So just how we want to be friends, right? Why do I need to do something for you? Why do I need to over here, like, do wifely duties, nigga? I'm not bringing you a plate if I'm just your friend. That's corny. Like, why do I have to just go overboard to get your attention, to just be nothing more than a fucking friend, nigga? Like, I
don't mean to cut you off, but
that's
we
not fair.
We are exceeding a little bit over the time.
I know.
So
it was getting so good.
I know, we're gonna close out pretty soon. But this is Thirsty Thursdays with Randi. Hope you never know. Maybe Randi will talk more about love, in another segment.
We can always continue this discussion and then lead into the next discussion, because listen, honey, we could always talk about
exactly
just whatever, because this is an open table talk. We can jump into shit, lead out to other shit. You know what I'm saying? We just here to have a good time. We're just here to get to know each other on a more personal level.
Yep.
We're just here to have fun, shit. And everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome.
Have fun. That's the thing. Have fun
and live life.
And live life. Oh God, you got to live your life. You have so many people have so many years. I'm 22 years old. I got another like 40 years. I'm gonna be some old ass man going up to everybody like I can't wait till I'm old.
Listen,
I cannot wait till I'm old.
My great grandma's 101, so I'm not leaving this earth. Whoever marries me, I'm sorry, because I'm here forever, baby. For real. Period. Have fun trying to get rid of my old ass. They ain't having it.
As she always says, black don't crack. So.
Ooh, it's so baby. It never crack.
Alrighty then. So that was Thirsty Thursdays with Randi and guest Ethan Brooks. Yeah. I just want to shout out my podcast, if that's okay. You got freaking Feet Up Throwdown coming soon to you guys too on Fridays also. Yep. So tune in for that. Mm-hmm. Thirsty Thursdays with Randi on Fridays also. So tune in for that most fucking definitely. And then Randi, plug in your Instagram.
Oh, so my Instagram is r.money 5Ys. I'm just saying.
Why?
And my Twitter is, you can find me with Princess Randi. If you want to address me as Princess Randi, cool. That's always cool because I'm a princess.
Princess Randi.
And just don't follow me on Facebook. Like I said, it's ratchet, and I'm from Springfield, so we don't even need to know about that.
Bunch of streamers.
Ew. Bye, y'all.
All right. Tune in. Oh, I'm going to plug in my Instagram too real quick.
Oh, wait. Episode 102 coming out next week, right?
102?
102. We could
next
do
week. We're recording on Thursdays, but it comes out on Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time Standard.
All right, period.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, guys. This is a great podcast. As always, thank you, Randi, for having me on.
No problem. Finna do it again, baby.
And good.
Oh, my God.
First podcast.
Yay! 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 You guys are a funny audience.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
You guys are great.